Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Chris Glitzos and I'm known as a wood tinkerer. Well, today is a special day. Shelley and Shane actually got a Mother's Day contest going on and I promised I was going to enter. Well, I went to my wife and I said, like any good husband will do not to make any mistakes, is, sweetheart, what would you like for Mother's Day? Well, she says, I'll let you know, and she went out shopping. So when she went out shopping, she brought me a bag full of stuff, you know? Say, wow, what is this about? Well, this is one. Doesn't make any sense. Here's another. Oh. Oh, look at this. Shot glasses with an LED light. A pepper shaker. I'm getting kind of confused. Salt shaker. Well, what do you think she has in mind? Well, you know how women are. They're hard to figure out. Well, because she got me all that stuff, I went out because a lot of circles. I got me a couple of whole sores. Now I gotta scratch my head and figure it out. Well, I tell you what, stay tuned, stay with me. Let's see what we come up with, all right? So here we go. There is a lot of circles in that bag, so I got my pieces already set up and I'm gonna cut a lot of whole saw circles. All right. Yeah, I just want to bring something to your attention. I've been cutting whole saw holes for a while. And the simplest way to do it is go halfway down. Even put a marker, just mark how far you want to go down with it. And then flip the piece of wood, do it again. You don't need a lot of pressure. If you put too much pressure, you're going to definitely crack these. These are actually very, very delicate. Hey, I know. Just a lot of sanding. Well, here we go again. I mean, we all hate this, don't we? But you gotta make some fun out of it. And you gotta act like you enjoy it. If you act like you enjoy it, well, maybe the time will go by a little faster. So with no further ado, another episode of Just Sanding. See where the circles are going? Well, look at that. That's a nice tree. Kind of like the tree of life, isn't it? Well, with no further ado, let's keep it going and let's see how it'll come out. Like I said, my wife got me something different. I'm going to give her something different. I don't think she needs ketchup bottles. Well, we'll work on that one another time because I have a good idea what she was hinting at. But I do know she does not have this. So let's see what it's going to come out at the end. All right, with no further ado, let's keep it going. Getting ready to cut it out? Hey, welcome back. I just finished sanding the tree, and this is actually a tree. Doesn't look like a tree, does it? But it will be a tree. And I'm going to start putting the little boxes together. I'm going to start gluing it. So with no further ado, once again, no further ado, let's start gluing. One, and I don't know, whole bunch to go.
You don't need too much glue. Whatever glue I'm putting down is just enough to hold it together. Believe me, it will not come apart. You don't need no clamps. Trying out the root system for good fit. Looks good. I'm cutting the base from a set of pallet wood. I think it's going to turn out okay, and it's going to show a lot of definition. Right now, take your time, be careful. I'm rounding out the corners. See? You need just enough glue, and with the set of clamps, this thing will be extremely strong. Setting up a set of markings. This thing is going to be a lantern street light. I think it's going to add a nice touch to the whole project.
I was trying to make a lantern on the lathe, and it broke, no matter how careful I was. So I'm going to glue this together, and I'm just going to continue with it. And I bet you're wondering what it is. Well, keep on staying on, and we'll figure it out at the end, okay?
I'm taking good measure. These roots got to look authentic to hold that big tree up. I think it's going to look good. The lantern's all fixed up. Time to put that in place. It would not look proper if there was no roots in the back of this tree, so we fabricated and we're putting a set of roots back there as well. I am gluing in place what I call a throw border, meaning you throw it and it doesn't spill over. But I'd also decided to make a cover for one of those throw borders. In a round disc, this is the best way to make it oval. A button on top will actually make it a lot easier to pull on and off. Nicely done. Time for a little bit of freehand drawing. Wow.
I'm building a bird. A tree is not a tree with, any birds. So I'm putting up a bird, so I'm going to put it together.
Cutting some of the circles. Basically, it's kind of like a bandsaw box. And making some buttons at the same time. Also, this is the way we glue it together. A few clamps will hold it nice and tight. Now time to put the buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time to paint. Man, that wood grain is coming out. The two-tone wood that I picked and mixed it up, they are coming out really nice.
Tell those mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. This is my entry to the 2016 Mother's Day contest. It's a nice little jewelry little box. Make things very, very simple. And there is always a place to store things. I call this a whole saw jewelry box. Well, if you like what you see, subscribe, and thank you very much. This is Chris Glitzos, Wood Tinkerer, saying Happy Mother's Day. Goodbye.